Getting your COVID-19 vaccination is an important part. Help everyone stay safe as we continue to fight the spread. And we can protect those most vulnerable around us. With easy access to vaccination locations and the growing ability for more people to be protected, it's our best shot to keep moving forward. It's our best shot for a strong, healthy community. For more information, visit miamidade.gov/vaccine.
Good morning. It's Tuesday. It's 11 a.m., which means it's time for the FIU Music Hour on WDNA FM. Presenting live weekly performances on the WDNA Jazz Gallery featuring students, faculty, and alumni from Florida International University School of Music. I am your host, Najee McLean, along with our producers, Dr. Karen Veloz and Dr. Russ Spiegel. We'd like to thank you for tuning in to the FIU Music Hour. Whether you're listening to us in your car on 88.9 FM or live on WDNA.org/FIU, we are delighted to have you join us today for our live performances. Today we are joined by Dr. Lisanne Lyons and Dr. Russell Spiegel. Lisanne is currently the founder and director of Jazz Vocal Studies at Florida International University. She teaches jazz voice, styles class, vocal pedagogy, improvisation, arranging, piano, and directs the Downbeat award-winning FIU Jazz Vocal Ensemble. She is also the director in the newly formed Jazz Project alongside Terry Lynn Carrington as artist director at Pinecrest Gardens. An educator and conductor, her career began immediately out of high school as a featured vocalist for 3 Air Force bands. She has performed around the world with many artists and ensembles such as Woody Herman Orchestra, Maynard Ferguson, Big Bop Nouveau, Duffy Jackson, 4 Freshmen, and many others. She also has 2 CDs as lead soprano with the Uptown Vocal Jazz Quartet. We are glad to welcome you and all of your accomplishments, Dr. Lisanne Lyons. Hi, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
So you all will be performing some music for us. What will be the first thing you're performing today?
Well, we're going to start with Harold Arlen composition, and it's entitled As Long as I Live.
Okay.
What's the use? There is no excuse to be hiding what's on my mind. Loving you is a secret I can't conceal. Since we've met, I've been all upset, but I've really made up my mind to confess just exactly the way I feel. Maybe I can't live to love you as long as I want to, long as I promise you, baby, I'm gonna love you as long as I live. Maybe I can't bring you diamonds and things like I want to, but I can promise you, baby, I'm gonna love you as long as I live. Well, I even wear long underwear when evening whizzes flow. I'm gonna take good care of me, because a sneeze or two might mean the flu, and that would never, never do. What if I can't live to love you as long as I want to, long as I promise you, baby, I'm gonna want you as long as I live. want to. Long as I promise you, baby, well, I'm gonna love you as long as I live. Oh, 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 maybe I can't bring you diamonds and things like I want to. Long as I promise you, baby, well, I'm gonna love you as long as I live. Oh, I'll even wear long underwear when winter breezes blow. I'm gonna take good care of me, because I sneeze or two might mean the flu. That would never, never do. What if I can't live to love you as long as I want you? Long as I promise you, baby, I'm gonna want you as long as I live. I'm gonna love you as long as I live. Little Harold Arlen. So we're going to do, we haven't played together, right, Russ? For first duo, so you're getting the first treatment here. I think maybe 3 songs a couple years back during the COVID time. Well, this next song is from the Rodgers and Hammerstein songbook, and it's just a cute little ditty, kind of rearranged, inspired by a version that I heard from Karen Allison. I thought it was kind of interesting. And I think you recognize this tune. Chicks and ducks and geese better scurry when I take you out in the Surrey. When I take you out in the Surrey with the fringe on top. Watch that fringe and see how it flutters when I drive them high-stepping strutters. Nosy folks will peek through the shutters and their eyes will pop. The wheels are yellow, the upholsters read brown, the dashboard's genuine leather. With ice and glass curtains you can roll right down in case there's a change in the weather. 2 bright side lights winking and blinking, ain't no finer rig I'm a-thinking. You can keep your rig if you're thinking, if you care to swap for that shiny little Surrey with a fringe on the top. Chicks and ducks, geese better scurry when I take you out in the Surrey. When I take you out in the Surrey with a fringe on top. Watch that fringe and see how it flutters when I drive them high-stepping strutters. Nosy folks peek through the shutters and their eyes will pop. Oh, the wheels are yellow, the upholstery's brown, the dashboard's genuine leather. With ice and glass curtains you can roll right down in case there's a change in the weather. together. Two bright side lights winking and blinking. Ain't no finer rig, I'm a-thinking. You can keep your rig if you're thinking. If you care to swap for that shiny little slurry with a fringe on the top. When I take you out tonight with me, honey, that's the way it's gonna be. Just like he intended, right?
That was amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Before we continue into some more music in the break, I have a few questions for you.
Okay.
Alrighty. So you're a very talented musician and educator with a myriad of experiences in performance from stage to records. Where did this all begin for you?
That is a very good question. I don't have musician parents, so I can't say that I was growing up in a musical family in that sense. They were music lovers, of course, and they always had records playing. My dad loved, Frank Sinatra was his big, favorite, and I think he actually played some Sarah Vaughan and maybe some Streisand in there.
Yes, of course.
I don't think I became aware that I loved music until years later when I picked up the guitar and I noticed, hey, I like this. And then, of course, singing came naturally to accompany myself. And then I realized, hey, this is even more fun. And then I realized people want to hear me, and I could probably make some money. And I'm not very good at math, so, music was what I kind of went for. Had a lot of support from my parents. And then, fast forward, I was very fortunate to go to a great high school in Sarasota. Eventually, my dad retired from the Air Force in Sarasota, so we got to stay put for a little while. We were always traveling. And I was very fortunate, because you can't pick your areas of where you're going to live and go to school, but I had an amazing high school director that asked me to come and play guitar for their pop vocal group. Mm-hmm. And not even as a singer, but to play guitar. And then sang in his chorus, and he had probably the top jazz band definitely in Florida, maybe on the East Coast. He was a Juilliard grad and a phenomenal musician. Played trombone, played piano, had perfect pitch, and his wife made him get off the road to stay put. So we got the benefit of this amazing educator, and he, by God, was going to make us like a pro. And so that really set my path. It was my high school time, I think.
That's good. Similar to you, I'm not good at math. Okay, so who have been some of your biggest inspirations?
Well, he was one. I think he was one that got me started on my path. And then in high school, at my end of my senior year, while I got a chance to sing with the big band at school, we were at a Mobile Jazz Festival, and somebody had seen me sing and said, hey, would you be interested in singing for the Air Force bands? And I thought, oh, I didn't know you had that. So I actually went into the Air Force at 17. As a featured singer. So from there, being around great instrumentalists, they said, hey, check this out, check Sarah Vaughan out, check all these people out. I was playing in big bands in high school, so I got that jazz, music, the big band music. And then I think really during my tenure in the Air Force is when I got to be inspired by, of course, the greats, Ella, Sarah, Carmen McRae and Nancy Wilson, later, believe it, down the line. Still love Frank Sinatra, Mel Torme, and Tony Bennett, and just loved, I guess what they call them, the American Songbook classic singers.
Right.
But yeah.
Those are all great artists, and I enjoy plenty of their music regularly.
Yeah. There's a lot of great new artists out there too, but I think it's always good to go to the source of where our inspiration came from,
Definitely. It helps us to be better musicians.
Yes.
And with all your experience, I this question was sort of answered, but with all your experience, including your inspirations, how has that molded you into the musician that you are now?
Well, I mean, any person or musician is, a conglomeration of their influences. And they said, what kind of style you want to be? Well, listen to the greats and take from them, and that's probably the style that you end up, borrowing from. So yeah, I think my experience with the Air Force was great. And then getting out and going back to school, and that school experience, learning how to range and write and fill in the blanks, that combined together, I can't think of any, for me at least, a better combination of experience to make me into what I am. It's the school, the university, plus the real life gigging to pass on to my students, because you don't learn how to gig in school, really.
No.
You kind of have
Yeah.
to get out there and do it. So it's kind of a little bubble, but when you get out on the stage and you have hundreds of people looking at you, that's a whole nother set of skills that you have to have besides, doing your arranging homework, But they all complement each other, and it's very important to have them all.
Yes. Speaking of the classroom, as the director and founder of the Vocal Jazz Studies at FIU, what do you enjoy most with your students?
I've been teaching for a long time, and I never wanted to be a teacher. I never expected to be a teacher, just sort of fell into it. And I really have a lot of respect for great teachers. It takes a lot of work, effort, inspiration, perspiration to be a great teacher if you're serious about being a great teacher. And I was lucky to have some, so I feel like I get the most enjoyment passing along whatever I have to offer to my students and seeing them go from A to Z and see that journey. I don't have to take somebody that's already got a lot of background in it or has a lot of experience. I kind of enjoy taking the canvas that's fairly, open and guiding them and trying to find what inspires them. And everybody's different, and everybody has different tastes, so it keeps me on my toes. And I really love seeing, we've been very fortunate at FIU to graduate some amazing, in a short while, some amazing singers that are doing well. Melinda Rodriguez, I think Roxana Ahmed's done, Wendy Peterson. We have, some ones coming down the pipe right now. So
Right.
I'm very proud of the work they've done. If I've been able to help in any way, then that's what we do. That's what my love is, to show that.
Yes. Well, thank you for being the great teacher that you are. And finally, what advice do you have for up-and-coming musicians in the Miami area or South Florida area?
Advice: take your craft seriously, and take your studies seriously. I know it's hard, but that. And also try to get out there in the community and sit in and meet and network, because it's really a lot of the networking. I find that a lot of the people I run into now were the people that I was in school with. And we help each other out, support each other, go to their gigs, they'll come to your gigs. Take your studies seriously, because when you get out, you're not going to have time to do all these things. You'll be paying the bills, and you have to, life happens. And if you don't do it then, it's going to be really hard to say, I wish I'd taken that piano class a little more seriously, Right. So my advice is to take advantage of the opportunities in Miami, which there are a lot of gigging opportunities in Miami if you look, So it's a really good combination of university study or school study with real life application. Get out there and do it. And so that's what I say. If you guys aren't doing it, it's because you're not out there actively pursuing it. So It doesn't come to you. You have to go grab it. Yes. Right. You have to go grab it.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for talking to me. We have one more piece right before our break. So what piece will y'all be performing?
Since we haven't worked together at all, so everything's kind of new. So I figured I'm putting him on the paces, so I'll put myself on the chopping block and do tunes I haven't done. This tune is written by, the lyrics, actually it's Michelle Legrand, and lyrics by Alan and Marilyn Bergman. And Marilyn just died, maybe about a few weeks ago, but lived a good life, like 91. Can you believe it? I think her husband's still living, Alan, and he's like 94. They're amazing lyric writers, responsible for many, many pop tunes and movie theme tunes as well. But this is a beautiful tune entitled Summer Me, Winter Me. So we're going to do a little homage to Marilyn and Alan Bergman. Summer me, winter me, and with your kisses morning me, evening me, and as the world slips far away, star away, forever me with love. Wander me, then by a fire pleasure me, peaceful me, and in the silence quietly whisper me, forever me with love, forever me with love, and every day I'll gentle you, tender you, and all the way I velvet you, clover you, I'll wrap you up and ribbon you, rainbow you, and shower you with shine. Suddenly, magically, we found each other. There we were, here we are. I plan to let you happy me, summer me, winter me, always be mine. Suddenly, magically, we found each other. There we were, here we are. I plan to let you happy me, summer me, winter me, always be mine. Summer me, winter me, always be mine.
This is the FIU Music Hour on WDNA 88.9 FM with Lisanne Lyons and Russ Spiegel. We'll be right back after these messages.
There are a lot of ways to build a strong body. And for the residents of Miami-Dade, getting your COVID-19 vaccination is an important part. Help everyone stay safe as we continue to fight the spread. And we can protect those most vulnerable around us. With easy access to vaccination locations and the growing ability for more people to be protected, it's our best shot to keep moving forward. It's our best shot for a strong, healthy community. For more information, visit miamidade.gov/vaccine. There are a lot of ways to build a strong body. And for the residents of Miami-Dade, getting your COVID-19 vaccination is an important part. Help everyone stay safe as we continue to fight the spread.
We are back with the FIU Music Hour with Lisanne Lyons and Russ Spiegel on WDNA 88.9 FM. This week at the FIU School of Music, the Friends of Chamber Music of Miami, in partnership with the FIU School of Music, present an evening of Mozart and Liszt and with renowned pianist Vadim Kolodenko. Tonight, Tuesday, February 8th at 8 p.m. in the Wertheim Concert Hall. Also, come and witness the newest contemporary composers at FIU. Students perform their latest creations for Miami audiences from a variety of aesthetics and performance genres, featuring music by Nicholas Aspura, Joanne Bowden, Daniel Estrada, Brianne Moreno, and Oscar Rodriguez on Wednesday, February 9th at 7:30 p.m. at Manna Wynwood, with Broadway in Love on Thursday, February 10th at 7 p.m. Romance is in the Air with FIU singers serenading you with some of the most romantic music in perfect harmony, presented by the FIU Vocal Performance. Catch performances by both the FIU Symphony Orchestra and the FIU Wind Ensemble during the same evening with Copeland, Williams, Liszt, as well as Yogoto's Shadow Songs, February 12th at 7:30 p.m. in the Wertheim Concert Hall. And now we will be back with some more music. You all are up? Hey.
Hello, we're back. Oh, that was a short break. I like that. Hardly got a chance to drink some water. Anyway, this next tune, actually a little story. I'm coming off a concert I did on Sunday with a wonderful band, and it was a tribute to Sammy Kahn. So doing this research for Sammy Kahn, I learned so many things about him. This tune, unfortunately, did not get on the program, and I love this tune so much, so we're going to do this Sammy Kahn tune, and it's called The Things We Did Last Summer. I think we have a summer theme happening. I don't know how that happened. It's just happened. We're in the fall. We're already thinking of summer. Okay, 1, 2. The boat rides we would take, the moonlight on the lake, the way we danced and hummed our favorite song, the things we did last summer, I remember all winter long. The midway and the fun, the Cupid dolls we won, the bell you rang to prove that you were strong, the things we did last summer, I'll remember all winter long. The early morning hike, the rented tandem bike, the lunches that we used to pack. Oh, we never could explain that sudden summer rain, the looks we got when we got back. Oh, the leaves begin to fade like promises we made. How could a love that seemed so right go wrong? The things we did last summer, I'll remember all winter long. Oh, the boat rides we would take, the moonlight on the lake, the way we danced and hummed our favorite song. The things we did last summer, I remember all winter long. The midway and the fun, the Cupid dolls we won, the bell I rang to prove that I was strong. The things we did last summer, I remember all winter long. Oh, the early morning hike, the rented tandem bike, the lunches that we used to pack. Oh, we never could explain that sudden summer rain, the looks we got when we got back. Oh, the hot leaves begin begin to fade like promises we made? How could a love that seemed so right go wrong? The things we did last summer, I remember all winter long. We would take the moonlight on the lake, the way we danced and hummed our favorite song, the things we did last summer, I remember all winter long. The midway and the fun and the cupids we won, the bell you rang to prove that you were strong, the things we did last summer, I remember all winter long. Oh, the early morning hike, the rented tandem bike, the lunches that we used to pack. Oh, we never could explain that sudden summer rain, the looks we got when we got back. Oh, the leaves begin to fade like promises we made. How could a love that seemed so right go wrong? The things we did last summer, I remember all winter long. I remember all winter long. Well, I remember all winter long. Yeah. Well, what do you feel like? He's playing. You know what? Oh, you feel like that one? Oh. Well, we can do that. I haven't done this for a while. It was actually Russ said, hey, you want to do this one? I said, you know what? It's the summer theme. So it was a reason. So somehow you set that in the universe. Estate means in summer. I am not doing it in Portuguese for you now, but won't succumb you to this. Estate, you bathe me in the glow of your caresses. You turn my eager nose to tender yeses. You sweep away my sorrow with a sigh. Oh, how the golden sunlight bends the willow. Your blossoms and their perfume to my pillow. Oh, who could know you half as well as I always feel near me in every song the morning breeze composes. Oh, Each time the setting sun shines on the sea, and when you sleep beneath the snowy cover, I'll keep you in my heart just like a lover, and wait until you come again to me. Each time the setting sun shines on the sea, and when you sleep beneath the snowy cover, I'll keep you in my heart just like a lover, and wait until you come again to me. Oh, Ishtate, ooh, Ishtate, oh, Ishtate.
Nice call, Russ. Forced me to dig that one out.
Two more. Two for this.
Oh, wow. Time goes by so quickly. You know what? This is almost Valentine's Day. And this really isn't a Valentine's Day tune, but this is actually this is so sad. This is for the women that don't have a Valentine. But that's okay. You are your own Valentine. But this is about women that, men kind of distract them in thinking that they're in love with them, but they're really not. But they're still hopeful. There's still hope.
I believe in star signs, and I believe in film romances. I believe in fantasies, and I believe in just one glance. He's crazy for my eyes, 'cause I believe the lies of handsome men. I believe in witchcraft, and I believe in Cinderella. I believe in gypsies, and I believe I cast a spell that sends him to the skies, 'cause I believe the lies of handsome men. Somewhere in the corner of my mind, I'm not a fool, completely blind. But even though he's hooked me on his line, I find the pleasure is mine. I believe in love songs. They seem to know just what I'm feeling. I believe Prince Charming. I never guess he's double dealing. How my spirits rise, believing in the lies of handsome men. Somewhere in a dark and quiet place, the truth and I meet face to face. And even though His Highness disappears, I keep the lovely souvenirs. So I believe in heroes, and I expect my happy endings, wishing on some rainbow. I pretend he's not pretending. How my spirits rise, believing in the lies of handsome men. Someday I'll get wise, but right now I need the lies of handsome men.
Happy Valentine's Day. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. You pick. Russ, what would you like? All right, so he picks. It's his pick, and he's got his unique way of doing this. What I love to do is, because jazz is improvisational, some things you plan, of course. You got to know your melodies and your chords, but also be open for interpretation and see what happens. And so he said, hey, I know this tune, of course, but I've never done it in this way. So.
You'd be so nice to come home to. You'd be so nice by the fire, while the breeze on high sang a lullaby. You'd be all my heart could desire. Under stars, they're chilled by the winter. Under an August moon, they're burning above. You'd be oh so nice. You'd be paradise to come home to. And you'd be so nice. You'd be so nice to come home to. Oh, you'd be so nice sitting by the fire while the breeze on high sang a lullaby. You be all my heart can desire. Under stars, under stars, under stars, cheered by the winter, under an August moon burning above. Oh, you'd be so nice. You'd be paradise to come home to. And while the breeze on high sings a lullaby. You be all my heart can desire. Under stars, under stars, under stars, chilled by the winter, under an August moon burning above. You be oh so nice. You be paradise to come home to, and love to come home to, and love. Do 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 do. Oh, you'd be so nice, you'd be so nice to come home to Ella.
Cole Porter.
Yes.
Just like we rehearsed. Hey, you know, that's fine.
Okay, so we're closing. You've been listening to the FIU Music Hour on WDNA 88.9 FM with Dr. Lisanne Lyons and Dr. Russ Spiegel. I've been your host, Najee McLean, along with our producers, Dr. Karen Fuller and Dr. Russ Spiegel. We'd like to thank our production crew, graduate student Samantha Stern, and the staff of WDNA 88.9 FM for today's broadcast. If you would like more information on all of our programs, please simply follow our Facebook page and stay up to date with all of our incoming and upcoming performances. Thank you so much for joining us today in the FIU Music Hour. Please join us next Tuesday at 11 a.m. with Alvaro Bermudez and his band. We will hear one more selection from Dr. Lisanne Lyons and Russ Spiegel. Enjoy your afternoon.
Well, this is another Sammy Kahn tune, and it actually won the Academy Award. I don't know how it did in its original format, so it's been revised and reharmed and made a little bit, hopefully a little hipper, but it's Sammy Kahn, so everything he writes lyrically is beautiful, and it's entitled 3 Coins in the Fountain. In the fountain, each one seeking happiness, thrown by 3 hopeful lovers. Which one will the fountain bless? 3 coins in the fountain, each one longing for its home. There they lie in the fountain, somewhere in the heart of Rome. Which one will the fountain bless? Which one will the fountain bless? 3 coins in the fountain, through the ripples how they shine. Just one wish will be granted, one heart will wear a Valentine. Which one will the fountain bless? Which one will the fountain
through the ripples, how they shine. Just one wish will be granted, one heart will wear a Valentine. Make it mine, make it mine, make it mine, make it mine, make it
Thank you so much.